Dreyfus and Dreyfus analyzed thousands of professionals, studied how their skills become good over time. They concluded that becoming good in anything is a journey. They developed a model that conceptually explained the progression toward becoming good. They found that there were 7 stages to that journey, starting from being novice to becoming an epitome of wisdom. And that entire journey on that particular function may take several years or even decades. The bottom line of this model is that you need to think of performance as a unit of measurement. And that unit is used to label where someone is on the progression. Pass through stages. At each stage, employees produce a level of performance which is uniquely different and superior from the previous level and is different in quality compared to the next level. This progression does not have hard boundaries. It's a continuum. It's indicative only. Okay. But be sure to think if you are referring to performance in a task, activity, or the entire job function. I am going to take example of a car driver. Remember the times when you started learning to drive a car? Over time, how you progressed to become good and better at it? Remember the times when you first sat on driving seat with your father or brother? You were novice. This is a freshman. As a novice, you can hardly look out a window, the car, as you're too busy with steering, pedal, and brakes. In the job settings, it means you have just been hired to do a role you have never done before. Now remember the time you went to a driving school. You got some systematic instructions on how to drive the car step by step. You were learning and soon you got driving license for a certain level of training, passing tests. That's the time we call you were an advanced beginner. But the moment you came across an uneven, unruly road, then you hardly had any time even to press the music button on the dashboard. In the job setting, it means most of the time you need to carry job aid, checklist, or read procedures to do your work. Now, remember the times you were so confident that you could look out a window effortlessly. You could check your phone and things like that while driving, but you needed help or guidance when situation became familiar. See, you are operating as a competent driver who delivers a performance. In a job, it means you could do most of the things effortlessly. You could perform most of the predictable tasks in predictable situations. Someone sitting beside you in the car would know you are getting better. Now, remember the times when you drove the car as if it was part of your body? You were almost into a flow. You could even sense a stone or pit on the road several yards away and could start preparing your body, steering wheels and pedals for that turbulence. The driving was almost effortless for you. You didn't even know when you automatically started driving even on unfamiliar roads. In job setting, it means proficient. Person has developed a good situational understanding and can exert his decision in almost independent. There are only few occasions a person may need to look for rules, but for most part, they can integrate many things together, figure out a solution. This is the type of employees you want in your team. In the team setting, we're talking about people who do not need any support or supervision that much. They are already what we call as proficient. So organizations want us to develop our team at least to the proficient level. That's what organizations want from you as a manager. Proficient employees. Expert, of course, is someone who can drive a car masterfully, even on untrodden roads. In a job setting, an expert is someone who typically comes and touches and can solve problems which no one else can. These are the people who have been exposed to their domain for years, and they have developed intuition to solve unknown problems. So expert people, the expert drivers typically work a lot on intuition. They don't really need to necessarily have an experience of where they are driving, but based on their previous experience, they have developed enough intuition skills that they can drive even on unfamiliar roads they have never seen before. So in the team setting, the experts are the people who can even solve unseen problems. Few of them we're going to need, but most of them have to be at proficient level.